Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Coppin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Gay Boating with Tomorrow's Pros Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Welcome in. Here we are. Hey, we got guests today. So we have some guests, and they can come on in and have a seat. It's always great to have friends on the show. Josie, what's up? Oh, you're muted. Oh, what? Oh, you know what? Yesterday we had hold on. I did that on purpose, Josie.
Yesterday.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, they were talking out of line. So, good morning. What's going on?
Nothing much. We are in full swing planning for the 5K color run. Tickets are on sale now. They're $25 for adult tickets and then $15 for a child ticket. And here on Friday, I might announce a special deal on tickets. So stay tuned on our Facebook page.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Make sure you follow them on Facebook. Man, I made a huge mistake yesterday. One, I've talked about this so many times on the show. I need to lose weight, like really bad. The scale's almost at 250, all right? And so all year and even last year, I was like, I'm going to eat better. And then every day something happens. Today's going to be the day that I'm going to try hard to eat better. I really am. Because this morning, I got on the scales, the heaviest I've ever been this morning. And I was like, no, man, this is not good. Well, then I made a bonehead mistake. I saw you walked in with a Coca-Cola, or as my friends in Fargo used to say, a pop. You walked in with a pop. You betcha. Oh, you got a pop. You betcha. I made a huge mistake last night. You want to take a guess at what it was? I already told you.
Yes. You drink a soda. A Dr. Pepper. A pop.
A pop. I drank a pop. And at what time did I tell you?
Midnight?
Yeah, it was dumbest decision. Oh, and then on top of that, I had a Lunchable. Those little kid things, you know what I'm saying?
Was that your dinner?
Oh, no. I had a good dinner. I had like a chicken sandwich.
Oh, okay.
Children had chicken. We had good food last night. My wife is gone until Friday night, so it's just me and the babies for oh goodness. But it was good. It was easy. That's
good.
I was like stressing because the last few times that's happened, it's been really hard. Like the babies go crazy. Well, they've been good. They were really good yesterday. I picked them up from Tomorrow's Promise, got them home. Braylon was being a little sweeter, and I had a very good chat with her before Mama left, and I said, Mama's going on a work conference. And I said, I need you to be really, really good for Daddy and be nice to Caden. And she goes, yes, Daddy. And so far, she's done pretty good.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
She went to sleep okay last night. She woke up okay this morning. Caden woke up early. I got him in bed by 7:30.
Wow.
Yeah, Bridget, my sweetheart out there, that's even quicker than you and I together do it. So I got the children to bed really early, but that caused Caden to wake up really early.
Oh.
But because of my midnight Dr. Pepper escapade, yeah, I didn't sleep very good. So I need some accountability.
I've gotten really bad about the sodas, too. It's just so easy.
Yeah, but
and they're good.
You don't drink the Coke Zero?
No.
No.
I did not grow up with sodas in the house. I only drank water, and my mom would make a pitcher of sweet tea once a week. And that's all we had. And then Brett drinks sodas a lot. And I've gotten into it now. He's fallen victim.
He's brought you over to the soda side. Well, I want to talk about sweet tea real quick. Your mama's sweet tea. How does she make it? Let us know. How does she make it? Because it's important. It's a Texas thing if you got to get it right, and I'm sure your mama does. Tell us how she makes it.
She puts some water in a measuring cup.
Well, of course, water. I mean, what is...
And then she puts the tea bags in it and heats that up in the microwave for a while. It's like 2 cups of water, I think. And then she'll put the pitcher in the sink and then put, I think, 2 cups of sugar in.
Oh, it's a good sugar.
Mm-hmm. And then once the tea is done, she'll pour that in, and then she'll run cold water at the same time and kind of stir it around. And
you a lemon-er? A lemon-er? Do you put lemon-er? Do you put lemon in your sweet tea?
I like to do it at restaurants, but I never really have lemons around the house. But I do like lemon in tea.
Lemon?
Mm-hmm.
Lemon in tea. We've turned lemon into a verb. Do you like lemon? Are you a lemoner? Or is that that's what do you call that? A adjective? Does that describe something? An adjective, right?
Yes.
I forget, man. I'm probably going to be, I'm taking composition right now in this college class. And I'm telling you, get your college done early, because don't wait till you're 40 like me, because you can't retain anything and it's not good. And I took I can't even remember what it was. I had to take some placement, the Alex Math Placement Test, ALEKS. You don't fail it, but if there was a failing grade,
it would have been yours.
Yeah, you know what my grade was on that?
What?
Just take a wild guess.
A 40.
Yeah, I wish. Try again.
A 10?
12. I made a 12 on the Alex Math. I told my wife, I said, sir, I'm not even going to do this college thing. I'm quitting already before I even get started. But I didn't, and now I've fought hard through 2 terms. I'm on halfway through my 3rd term, and it's actually really good. The problem is with these online courses is you get like a 5-week, I guess I said it is real college, it's ORU online. Mm-hmm. But I guess like when you're there physically, do you get 5-6 weeks off for Christmas and winter?
Yes.
That's way too long.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, because I'm trying to like get restarted still. I'm halfway through this 3rd term. Well, actually, I'm lying. I'm a 3rd through the 3rd term, because we just started a few weeks ago. And I was telling Pastor Jason here at first, that, man, it's like you got to put lawnmower back in the gas. The blade's not cutting anymore. The grass has grown really tall, and I can't cut the grass because I can't put enough gas in the lawnmower. It's a horrible analogy. It doesn't even make sense. But you picking up what I'm putting down?
A little bit.
All right. Just rambling on this morning. Hey, welcome in. Let us know that you're there this morning. We are so excited to be here, and we have a great prize. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But many of you are already joining us as we get rolling on another wonderful episode of Good Morning Huntsville. We want to welcome you in this morning on a very wonderful Wednesday, episode number 439.
Wow.
It's going to be cool when we hit like 1,000.
Yes. That's going to be really cool.
That'll be like 4 years from now. But if we had like episode 1239, what I'm going to say is like, welcome in episode 1329. Wouldn't that be fun? Mm-hmm. Not really. I don't want to be on there for that. We are here, though. Welcome in. We want to give a big shout-out, as always, to our good friend Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He is online at elliotsjewelers.com for all of your jewelry needs. Go see my great friend Elliot Herzlich. We are gearing up for our Heart for Casa campaign. We will have more information on that hopefully later this week. We did it last year. It was a great success. Raised quite a bit of money for our friends at Casa, so we wanted to do that again. Couldn't do it without Elliot, so we appreciate his generous support. Again, elliotsjewelers.com. We're also gearing up for our second annual, and I forget every time, what is it called? I cannot never remember. Share the Love. I can't ever remember that. Second annual Share the Love campaign. It's all about February. Mm-hmm. So Share the Love campaign, that will go to senior citizens. We're looking forward to that. You don't know it, but you guys are a part of it. So
awesome.
Welcome in.
Thank you.
Tomorrow's Promise. All of our foundation sponsors automatically included because they do so much for this platform and this community. But our Share the Love campaign will go to help out many senior citizens. Last year, our HLI Class 42 started that, and we wanted to carry it through Hello Huntsville now. Probably going to be on February the 28th, though. We've bumped it a couple of weeks out instead of right around the Valentine's Day because Super Bowls and all that other fun stuff is going on. And then at Brookshire Brothers, apparently there's like you drive through and get roses.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. So we're still trying to work. We're hoping that we can be in the parking lot of Brookshire Brothers. Do you say Brookshire or Brookshire?
Brookshire.
Brookshire. That sounds real country. Where y'all? Well, I got to get over to Brookshire. Got to get down to Brookshire Brothers. Got to get me a cake and some cookies at Brookshire Brothers. It does. It sounds good, though. Mm-hmm. Sounds good, Huntsvillian type chat.
Yes.
See, you can't do that with H-E-B.
No.
Like, H. You could, I guess. You could say H. Try that, Josie.
H-E-B.
There it is. H. And I got to get to H-E-B. But we'll announce that soon, so stay locked in. And, of course, we could not be here on this wonderful Wednesday without our great friend, Josie Stowers, who is in for Rick and Kay. They are having a miserable time in Cancun. They're on vacation, a much-needed, well-deserved vacation for Rick and Kay Boning of Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Over 27 years of early childhood education excellence, the Montessori method. Nobody does it better, and there's not a better way for your children to grow and to learn with hands-on application. That's what the Montessori method is all about, and you can find out more information online at
tomorrowspromise.info.
I was hoping he would sing it. All right. I had a bunch that we were going to talk about, and we just rambled on, and I forgot every bit of it, except one, I'm going to hold me accountable. Need to start losing some weight, so today I will eat better. 2, color run, getting ready. Highlight that again, because you came on, you talked about it right away. Let us know a little bit more details about this color run and when it's happening this year, Josie.
So it will be the first Saturday in May, so it'll be May 3rd, 2025, and we're going to have a bubble party again like we did last year, but we plan on making it bigger and better, and we have all the bright colors ready to go. We've got T-shirts in the works. Every entry will get you a T-shirt and a goodie bag, and our goodie bags are pretty good this year too. So, and then also we're planning on doing it at the same place as last year. And if you weren't there last year, it was actually a figure 8. So it was really easy to stop halfway through if you wanted to. So there were some people who would walk and some people who would run. And the people who walked honestly stopped halfway through because they were finishing around the same time the people who were running were. And it was really nice because you didn't have to finish. Especially when you've got little ones, when you're pushing a stroller and stuff, that can be really helpful. So we're excited about that again.
Yeah, wonderful. It's a great opportunity to get out, support the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. All the funds received go to pay for those books. Where are you guys at? I know Kay usually has those numbers. Last time I talked to her, it was about 1,050 free books going out.
We're at about 1,075 right now.
No way.
It kind of bounces between from 60 to 75 because children are graduating constantly. But I think our graduated number is around, we just had a really big jump. It went from like 970 and now we're like at 1,100.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is awesome. It is the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. And, if you have a child 0 through 5 years old, right? Is it through 5?
Yes.
0 through 5 gets free books, no charge, but somebody has to pay for them, and it's not the taxpayers.
Nope.
Like everything else.
Nope.
We got to raise money from the community. You guys help make that happen. I think the cost now is about $35 per child. It went up.
Yes. So, sorry. Last year, the ticket cost would cover sponsoring a child for a year, but this year it's not. We didn't want to up our ticket prices because we do still want it to be a community event that everyone can attend. So,
I need to raise about. I'm just going to throw this out there, okay? I'm just throwing it out. I don't like asking people for money. And even whenever I send out, what I love about Hello Huntsville is I developed this platform in such a way that I didn't have to go out and chase advertisers every 5 seconds. Because I wanted to focus on the content. I want to focus on the community. And, we were so blessed to also have a job here at First Baptist to help supplement. That's my main job is First Baptist. And then Hello Huntsville is also my main job. I got 2 main jobs.
yes.
It's my main thing. But I didn't want to have to chase advertisers and go chase hey, I got to go to this and that. So when I send out invoices, if someone, and people normally pay pretty quick, but if it's been a couple of weeks, I don't even like calling people and say, hey, you need to pay this. I just don't like asking people for money.
Yes.
But I have to start doing that because I have a nonprofit. And it's Spirit Media Incorporated, and it's a 501c3 registered nonprofit. And I've got to start asking for some money because we got to build this radio station. I got the shirt. Look, it's here.
Neat.
The shirt is here. 94.3. We're licensed. We have a construction permit. I got to be careful. We have a construction permit to operate on 94.3. Well, the key word is construction. We got to get this thing built. And so we do have some funds that are coming in. But the target goal, just to kind of get us up and going on a very basic setup, is close to $20,000.
Oh my goodness!
So we got to buy the transmitter. We're building the tower. We have to buy this thing called an EAS device, which the federal government requires. It's an emergency activation system.
Ooh.
Whenever you hear that,
yes,
you have to have that device. And so I've got some creative things that I'm thinking about doing. Because I'm also the type of person that, if you're going to help sponsor, and you guys do this, you're giving away goodie bags and all that. I want to have an incentive for people that if maybe some people just want to give out of the kindness of their heart.
Yes, yeah.
Which is great, but I want to have some incentive too, and one of them is getting these shirts made, kind of as a bonus. I've been working on this for 2 years. I was hoping to launch it, last fall, and it's turned out to be a lot more work, and I only get maybe 30 minutes to an hour a week to work on it, but I've been writing a 52-week devotional. And the reason I did this is because I wanted to have a devotional that helps you memorize Scripture, not just glance through it and then go about your day. I wanted to have something that you actually have application to. And so all of my devotional has a verse. It's a memory verse each week. So 52 weeks of devotions. And so for a solid week, it's one scripture only.
Okay.
And then there is a meaning to that scripture, and really there's five different approaches to the scripture because it's there's 7 because it's a week long, and so there's 7 different approaches to that scripture and how to apply it throughout the week, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
Then on the other page, it's a journal, and so every day there's an action step, and it like John 3:16. Everyone knows that. For God so loved the world that He gave His one only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in Him shall not perish but have everlasting life. That's the most important verse in the Bible.
Yes.
And so that's like the first week, right? Week 1, and I'm going way back now because I wrote that a long time ago. But like one of the application was, how can you put God's love into action today? Think about somebody that you can share that good news with. And so that day you write that down. You put that down. Who can you share it with? And every day I encourage you to write the verse so you remember it. So the goal is after a year, you've got 52 verses memorized.
That's awesome.
So not just to change it up every single day because you're not going to remember it every day.
No.
Like I read a devotional this morning. I don't even remember it because it just was in and out. I know it was something good. My buddy sends it to me every day. But so that's kind of, I'm working on that. So I want to, figure out a way maybe that can be like an incentive thing too. But the problem is if you think of 52 weeks and 365 days plus a page to write on, you're looking at a lot of pages.
Yes. Yeah.
And so that thing's getting pretty thick. And now I'm like, and Amazon will print it and publish it and all that. But now I'm kind of at this crossroads of, do I put it in a spiral so you can flip it open and look at it easier? Or do I keep it like, like my good buddy here, Christopher Russo, who came by, he wrote this book, The Battle One. Or do you put it in a book like this? Now, this is good to read. And this is an Amazon printed book, by the way, that he self-published this book. So it's like good to read, but if it was a journal, you can't really write in this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to figure that out. But
I vote spiral.
Yeah, spiral. That's going to raise the cost. Great. But I did want to say, if maybe this morning you just feel led and have a heart to give to this ministry, we would love your support. Anything helps. Any amount, $5, $50, $500. My ultimate goal really, is just to get us up and running in a very basic way. If we could get between 15 and 20,000, that would buy us the tower and the transmitter and that kind of stuff. And we've got a couple of years to build this. That's how long the construction permit's valid for. Once we build it, then we go on the air, then we contact the FCC, and then they give us a license to cover, and then we are fully licensed.
Oh, okay.
But we are good. We do have 94.3 locked in, came up with a new logo, and we want this to be a really just a great station that's going to be focused on Huntsville with a little inspiration. That's what it's about, contemporary Christian music. We're going to have a gospel show on. And then we want to invite people in the community to be a part of this station. If you have an idea, maybe you've always wanted to have your own radio show. We can't promote anything commercial because it's nonprofit. But if you want to have an educational show, if there's something that you want to do in the community, we would love for you to come and be a part of this. And so we are working on several ideas, but it really will be a community-focused radio station, a true community-focused radio station given back to Huntsville.
That sounds awesome.
So that's the goal, Josie. That's what we're working on. And if you feel led this morning, please visit spiritradio.fm, and there is a donate tab at the very, very top, and you can go ahead and set up your donations now. We would greatly appreciate that. And anything that you donate will come back to you because, well, I say it will come back. It's tax deductible to the extent of the law because we are a full-fledged 501c3 organization. So, again, if you would like to donate any amount to help us reach that goal, I'm asking you this morning, please consider doing so. It doesn't take but a second. It's a very secure way. If you don't feel comfortable doing things online, you can make a check out to Spirit Media, and then you could easily bring that by First Baptist here in Huntsville. So, hey, Steph Valley had just said a comment. We're going to take a break in a minute. She said, ask Kay about the Remarkable. I have one of those. I bought. I wish I would have waited. I bought the very first generation of that thing like 5 years ago. It was like $900 back before I had children and I could afford to buy things. Mm-hmm. Now those things are like $300. Now they came out with a color one. Have you heard of these? Kay has one.
Yes, Kay and Shelby both used one.
Yeah, I used it for I really did. I used it for like a year, and then I just lost interest in it.
Mm-hmm.
I literally went back to the yellow notepad. But the Remarkable is really cool. My frustration was the pens that come with them. The plastic tips wear out really, really fast.
Oh, really?
And it was really annoying. And then I found some generic knockoffs on Amazon, but they don't feel the same. And so Remarkable wants you to buy their pen. Well, I bought a pen from Remarkable. That thing was like over $100 just for a little pen for it.
Oh, my goodness.
They are really good, though, Steph, and I appreciate you bringing it up. They're really, really cool. But I'm old-fashioned, man. I like to have physical paper that I can hold. Even though I'm a tech guy, I like paper.
Yes.
So, all right, let's take a break. We have a guest waiting. She's about to walk out, so we better take a break. So we have a special guest joining us this morning. Hey, keyword continues on. And you know what? We're not giving away chili today, even though the keyword's chili, okay? I gave away yesterday, our friend Matt Childress was the winner of a free 4-pack of chili tasting kits. I think I slipped.
Neat.
I think I said wine tasting kit because, when you think of tasting, you think of wine tasting. I gave away, this is courtesy of our good friend Carla Christian. She chokes me up. Carla Christian. She gave us these, and I've got one more. I'm going to give it away later this week. But I do have Matt Childers one yesterday. This is for Chili at the Lodge. I'm not giving that away today, though. Here's what I'm giving away today. Hold this up, Josie. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, yes.
Beautiful. I got my fingerprints on it. Doesn't look good with it's my fingerprints. I'll clean it, I promise. This is a very beautiful little cross that's etched on glass, thanks to Scott Valley of Pop Pop's Wood Shop.
That is beautiful.
Very beautiful. And all you have to do today, and I promise I'll Windex it. I had my fingers all over it. I will Windex it. This thing is beautiful. It has a cross. What's in that? It's the Lord's Prayer in there. Lord's Prayer is on that. It's etched in glass. I mean, this is probably $40 easily, if not more.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to give that away today. And all you have to do, thank you, Josie, for the Vanna White showcase there.
You're welcome.
All you have to do to text it in to win, is text in
Chili.
Chili.
But you're not winning chili.
You ain't winning chili.
You're winning the beautiful cross.
Beautiful cross on etched glass, courtesy of Pop Pop's Wood Shop. CHILI. Chili is the keyword. Text that in along with your name on the Zero Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. We have a special surprise for you coming up. And who is it? Well, you're going to find out when we come back. We're going to leave you hanging. Stay with us. More to come. This is your show. It is brought to you, Good Morning Huntsville, brought to you by our friends at Tomorrow's Promise, over 27 years of educational excellence. More information online at tomorrowspromise.info. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life.
Huntsville Executive Office Suites. Elevate your business image with prestigious move-in ready suites ranging from 150 to 3,000 square feet. Enjoy conference and training rooms, furnished and unfurnished options, custom build-outs, phone service, and a welcoming lobby. Coffee bar and dining area included for tenants. Benefit from 24/7 secure access and flexible lease terms. Located on Lake Road. Move-in begins in January. Contact Raven Property Management at 936-225-4378.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
Welcome back now. Hey, Josie, can you give me your best, like, Louisiana Cajun accent? Like, oh, no, come on now. Can you do that, Josie? You got that for us? I've broken Josie out of her shell on this show. Get down here now. Come on down here. I got some coffee down here now.
I don't know if I could. That might be a little too far.
Can you try it? Just a little try. Like something about, like, going down to Color Run, 5K Color Run now, yeah?
Come on down to the 5K Color Run.
All right. Boy, we have broken Josie Stowers out of the shell. 59 degrees and raining, little fog and mist. How about 60% more rain today, a high of 68. Boy, tomorrow, 90% chance of rain and 68 for the high, but then temperatures falling as a little northern blows through all the way down to 61. Ooh. Which isn't bad. How about Saturday, though? Beautiful and 68. And by early next week, we're going to be approaching the mid-70s to near 80. Oh. Just crazy, like Patrick Swayze. Welcome in. Welcome back in. Hey, you know what? This is so bad, Josie. I'm sitting here, and I'm like, I'm going to get all the cameras adjusted. Josie, you just make up a story real quick. Just make up something, all right? Tell us about something that you're doing, okay?
Oh, I actually do have something really exciting to say. Last night I found out that my best friend is officially in remission for Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Oh, praise God.
So yes, yeah. That's really exciting. That's the best thing going on in my life right now.
Well, man, praise God for that. And I wanted to say happy birthday to my brother. But I'm also thinking about, man, I still don't have that camera. I'll just kind of lean a little bit better. My brother, happy birthday, Charles. Look, I was going to call him, but they unfortunately had to put their dog down last night, and so they had a late night. But to my brother and my sister-in-law, love y'all very much, and I'm so sorry that happened. But I do want to wish my brother a happy birthday, and I want to tell Miss Molly, if you are listening or watching this morning, Molly has not been feeling well, and she's not here this morning. Miss Molly, she comes in here. She's such a special lady in my life, and she is not feeling well. And so, Molly, we are praying that you get better very, very soon. But, hey, welcome in. Somebody just decided to skip out over at AOA today and come hang out with us. It's Kelsey Johnson, the Walker County Fair Association queen, joining us. What's up, Kelsey?
It's a great morning.
Yeah, we kept you waiting so long. You were probably like, yes, keep me waiting longer because you're supposed to be in school today.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, well, Kelsey is over at AOA. She's a senior, and you crossed paths with our intern, Michelle Cardenas, I believe. And this was, boy, way back at the Kids Expo for CASA. It's been a while, but I know that you've been busy. And a big thank you to Denise Winston for also getting this set up. But Kelsey, tell us a little bit about you. I know you grew up here in Huntsville. Tell us a little bit about your family and just give us the Kelsey Johnson rundown this morning.
So I'm 18 years old. My mom and dad are Michelle and Ben Johnson. I have an older brother and 2 younger siblings, and they're twins. My little brother is actually Cody Johnson, if you didn't know that. But he wasn't named after the actual Cody Johnson.
Different flavor.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I've gone to AOA since kindergarten. I've loved it there. Would not go to any other school if I had the option. I've grown up in the Fair Association, too. I've shown goats, chickens, turkeys, lambs, all of it at county and at the major shows across Texas.
How did you get tied into all this? Because it doesn't just have, somebody had to provide a spark somewhere, or you saw something. Let us know kind of how that journey started for you.
So I guess it technically started with my dad in high school. He showed pigs. And then whenever my older brother was in 3rd grade, we started showing goats. And I fell in love with showing goats even before I was in 3rd grade and was technically able to show them. So with that, he got involved in the Fair Association, and if you didn't know, the Fair Association has a Prince and Princess contest. So I ran for Princess. It was not my jam back then. I was fine with everything else, and then the judges would ask me to sing my favorite song, and I would just stand up there and freeze, and I never sang my favorite song for them. So I thought I was done with, I guess, Fair Queen isn't really a pageant, but what others would consider a pageant. Thought I would never run for Fair Queen. And here I am, the 2024 Walker County Fair Queen. With showing, though, we showed goats. And my dad's the kind of person that whenever he starts something, he does it all the way. So we really just jumped into goats. We knew nothing about it when we first started, but now I know quite a bit about it. I want to study animal science at A&M. So if you can't tell, I really do have a passion for animals and livestock.
Love that. Well, hey, Josie over here filled me in on something earlier, Josie, that I had no clue about. There's a connection between y'all now.
Yes, I actually showed lambs in school as well, and then in college I came here to Sam, and my bachelor's degree is in agricultural business, and I have a minor in animal science.
So there you go.
Very,
See,
very
Lord
cool.
works a mysterious way. I didn't even know Josie did that. Here she is. So
Yes, I grew up on a cattle and horse ranch in Gonzales.
that's so cool. Well, Kelsey, I think it's incredible just, what you've accomplished so far at just 18 and you're also just a young person of faith. Let us know just a little bit about your faith journey, if you don't mind. I know you're over at AOA, but just tell us a little bit about that.
So I grew up in the church. I've gone to UHBC since I was in my mother's womb, and I love it there.
That was back when you were your mother's womb mate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very sad to have to find another church next year, but excited for the things that are to come. I accepted Christ at a very young age and have just been loving the Lord ever since. I recently found a really great group of friends that we've done lots of Bible studies with. We do Bible studies at school, after church, all of the things. And one of the highlights of my time in the UHBC student ministry is getting to go to Honduras every year.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I've only done it the past 2 years because it's a junior-senior trip. But if you haven't heard about it, we go over to Honduras for a week, and we serve the children's home over there. It's a really great opportunity. We get to just work around the children's home. My first year, we were building a tool shed. Last year, we built a fence for the school. And then after we're done with that, we get to go play with all the kids and build connections. And what our student pastor always says is that we speak the language of play, because over in Honduras, they speak Spanish, and I clearly don't speak Spanish. I speak a little bit, but it's a little hard to communicate. Yes, very small.
Muy poquito.
Yes, and so being able to just play with them and them knowing that we love them just through spending time with them and not necessarily through our words is very cool.
Yeah, that's great. BJ's over there. That's a good buddy of mine. BJ McMichael does a great job. So he goes with y'all, obviously, and get to hang out with BJ and everything. Yeah, that's cool. Well, Kelsey, let us know a little bit more just about what it means to be the WCFCA Fair Queen. What are some of the perks that come along with that, and what does it mean to you to be able to do that?
So technically, what the Fair Queen is an ambassador for the Walker County Fair Association. That encompasses all sorts of things. Starting with crowning. Right after crowning, we go to a radio interview, and then we just serve the Fair Association all of Fair Week. We're at every single fair event from 7 in the morning till 11 o'clock at night. And again, I get to miss a whole week of school for that.
That's the
which,
most exciting.
Don't tell my teachers, but might be one of the highlights, although I do still have to make up all of my work.
I'll make sure that the head of school, Don Jackson, doesn't see this interview. Don, don't worry.
I promise I do all of my schoolwork and I keep my grades up. But it's just representing the fair and sharing all that the fair has done for me. I've been involved in it since 3rd grade, and it has truly shaped me into the person that I am today. It has taught me so many lessons. I learned time management. All of my friends are like, Kelsey, I have no clue how you do all that you do. It's like you have 3 lives outside of school. And I'm like, yeah, but I wouldn't have it any other way. It's taught me responsibility because I get up in the mornings and I'm not the first person that gets to eat. I'm not the last person that gets to eat before I go to bed. I wake up in the mornings. My animals eat before I do. They eat before me whenever, they eat after me whenever I go to bed. Wake up 6 a.m. First thing I do is take care of animals. Last thing I do before I go to bed is take care of animals, take care of them throughout the day. That's a huge responsibility, learning to take care of something outside of just myself. And it's just taught me so many lessons.
Well, and it's not just the day of the fair and all that either. I mean, you're out in the community. Maybe highlight some of the things that you do outside of the fair, not just during those couple of weeks, but you're obviously in the parades and doing other things. Let us know a little bit more about the community involvement part of it.
So that is all up to the Fair Queen and whatever she wants to do, but I really wanted to be a role model for younger students throughout this year. I remember always looking up to the Fair Queen. It wasn't necessarily when I was younger that I wanted to be the Fair Queen, but I knew that she was really, she was a role model, and I looked up to her and the way she held herself. So that was something that I really wanted to emphasize throughout my year, and really get involved in the community, because so many people misunderstand what the Walker County Fair Association is and what the Walker County Fair Queen is. So I've been to numerous CASA events. CASA is a really cool organization that I think has benefited our community so much, and so being represented there is really cool, and being able to serve those people there is really neat. So I've done a couple of CASA events. I've been in the Christmas parade.
Yeah, that's fun.
My mom made a really cool wave, and it was like a Hawaiian themed Christmas, so that was very fun.
What is your wave when you're on the float? What is your wave? Like your wave, not the Hawaiian wave, but your actual wave.
I actually haven't really nailed down the wave yet, but there were numerous people during the fair that were during the parade that were trying to tell me how to wave, and I was like, man, I thought I had my wave down, but they were trying to teach me how to wave during the parade.
This will be my wave, Kelsey. Like that. I used to do this in high school, 1, 2, and then you go like that. That would not be a good queen wave, though. It's not. It's you have a more elegant wave. All right. Well, I think it's great just how involved you are in the community, especially as a young person. And friends, here's the inspiration today. Kelsey, here you are, a young person. You're motivated. You're doing great things. You love the Lord. There's a phrase that I used to hear, and people would say that there's no hope for the next generation. That is completely false. There is tremendous hope, and it's young ladies like you who are leading the way. Maybe just highlight, you mentioned earlier about being you used to look up to the Fair Queen as a mentor. Now you get to be that person. What has that experience been like for you, especially when you get to interact with younger children and younger girls who are now looking up to you? It's got to be pretty cool.
Yes. So one of the highlights of Fair Week was the little girl princess. They have an older girl and a younger girl. The little girl princess, at all of the shows, the Fair Queen has to be there, and so does her court. And then a couple of the prince and princesses are there. And anytime she would be there, her name was Kaylee Jo, she would just run up to me, and she would start talking to me, and she was the sweetest little girl. And she really looked up to the Fair Queens and who they are. And that was my goal, was to be someone that little girls could look up to. Even though whenever I was younger, I didn't want to be the Fair Queen, the Fair Queen held herself with such poise and elegance and walked around the fair. And this isn't a beauty contest, but obviously the Fair Queen was beautiful. She was very kind to all those that were around her. She would stop and talk to anyone that wanted to talk to her. And they were just so... I'm a very shy person, but they were so outgoing and kind to everyone around them, and so that was what I wanted to be. Was someone that could learn how to be outgoing and talk to other people, even though that wasn't necessarily who she was on the inside, was someone that would go talk to everyone. That's who I've been able to become, not just as in the role of Fair Queen, but in my everyday life, someone that is kind to people and just shows a smile to everyone.
Yeah, I love that, Kelsey. It's so good and it's so great what you're doing and the inspiration that you're now leaving for the next generation. You know, you were that generation and now it's like the next generation, which is kind of cool to think about. A bright future ahead for you. Maybe somebody's watching this morning. Maybe there's a parent that's watching this morning. I know I'm interested, not right now, but down the road I will be. My little girl's only 3 years old right now, but there's a process. People can apply to be the Fair Queen. There's a kind of a voting process, I guess. Let us know, how does that work and how can people apply?
So there's an application that you have to fill out that asks you what you've done with the fair. You do have to have a project at the fair, but that could just be baking. And let me tell you, baking brings in some money. So even if you aren't going to run for Fair Queen, do some baking or just enter a project in the fair because it can really help you with your future. But for Fair Queen, there's an application where you fill out all of your fair involvement, and then they ask you a couple questions about what being the Fair Queen would mean to you and things like that. And then you turn that in, and that's not all. After that, there are 2 Fair Queen workshops that we have with the Queen's Committee Chair, Casey. And in those, we go over everything you need to know for Contest Day and the week that follows Contest Day. On Contest Day, it starts bright and early. You can get there as early as 6 a.m. to start setting up your table. And that 6 a.m. is not when you wake up because you have to have hair done. You have to have makeup done. So it's a very early morning. And you begin setting up your table for your project presentation. And then beginning at 8 a.m., we go to breakfast with the judges. So that was a very intimidating part for me, was eating breakfast with people that are judging me because I'm not the nicest eater. But I've learned
I was going to ask you, are they judging you on how you eat?
I mean, you do have to have some poise and some etiquette.
My girl wears, she don't use her napkins.
Yes. And then we also eat lunch with the judges. And last year they gave us this really big sandwich. And I was like, how am I supposed to elegantly eat a sandwich and hold a conversation with the judges? But somehow I was able to do it.
That's great.
So after breakfast, we go immediately into project presentations, which are a 10 to 12 minute presentation over your project. Mine was over internal parasites in goats, and with that presentation, I was able to take it to 4-H contests, FFA contests, and this year I get to take it to major shows across Texas, which is a really cool opportunity. I was able to educate myself on internal parasites and the effects they have on goats, and tell the judges all about it. I know so much about internal parasites. If you need to know anything, just come ask me.
My question is, can we get them from the goats?
No, you cannot get them from goats.
Thank goodness, because I was like having a nightmare scenario here in my mind when you're talking about this.
No, you cannot get parasites from goats.
We can get them from other things, but not from the goats.
Yes. So after all of the girls do a project presentation over whatever their project is, like I mentioned earlier, we go to lunch with the judges. So not only do we have to eat breakfast, we have to eat lunch with the judges. And then after lunch, we go into our interview, our exit interview, where they can ask us all sorts of questions, political questions, faith questions, life questions, all sorts of questions, just to get to know us. And then after that, we get to go home. Even though that sounds very short, it is a very long, exhausting day.
It sounds very long,
Most of us go home and take a nap, and then we're recharged because the week leading up to crowning is also full of events. We have, starting Tuesday after school, we have a press interview with a couple of radio stations, and then we have the committeeman's barbecue where we get to talk to all sorts of people on the fair board and things like that. And then after that, we have Fair Queen opening ceremony rehearsals. So we get everything lined out because on opening ceremony day, there's lots of things that could go wrong. We have to learn how to walk elegantly on the stage. And then we're in the fair parade. That is the Thursday before the fair. And then Friday before crowning, we do the special kids rodeo, which is a really cool opportunity because, like I mentioned earlier, the little kids look up to us, but so do all the kids at the special kids rodeo.
Yeah.
And so we really that's a really cool opportunity because we get to show them and teach them all about rodeoing, and they get to learn from us, and they really do look up to us, which is a really great opportunity. And then after that, It's not over yet. We ride in the grand entry to the Friday night PRCA rodeo. And then we wake up very early Saturday morning for crowning. And that is when the new Fair Queen is crowned. And after that, her duties start immediately with an interview with another radio station. And then the Little Tykes Rodeo and the PRCA Rodeo again Saturday night. And then all the shows and all fair events throughout the next week.
That's so cool. It's a lot. And,
yes, sir.
Boy, that is great. I just love the energy, Kelsey. I need to get a hold of the fair, so I'd love to come out and interview you guys on video. That'd be really cool.
That would be a very cool opportunity.
Yeah, I'll have to get a hold of the folks at the Fair Association about that. Well, Kelsey, I appreciate you so much. I want to let folks know you can go to WalkerCountyFair.com for more information. And if you click around through there, there is a Fair Queen application. I found it on there. And so if you want more information, just go to WalkerCountyFair.com. Josie, sounds pretty cool. Yeah,
it does. It sounds amazing.
Like, I want my daughter to do this.
I know.
Definitely you do.
Outfit.
And even
so cool.
she can do princess contest.
Yeah, when can you, how old do you have to be to enter that one?
I believe it's 4, but I could be wrong. That information is also on the fair website under Prince and Princess Contest.
Well, I got some news. My little girl is a princess, so she's going to win it whenever we do it. Does it get? Hey, I do have to ask. I know y'all all get along, but does it get a little competitive? What is that like?
It is one of the most stressful weeks of your life. I remember leading up to contest day my first year, I was like, Mom, if I don't get it, I'm not doing it again because it was so stressful. But here I am. I didn't get it my first year, and I ran again my second year because it truly is such an amazing experience. Yeah. It's one of the most stressful weeks of my entire life, but it's one of the most rewarding weeks I've ever had, and one of the most rewarding years I've ever had. So it truly is just a great opportunity. And I haven't experienced any super competitiveness because there also is a Miss Congeniality that all the contestants vote on. So I feel like that helps us be a little bit nicer to each other. But all of the girls that I've ran with are truly so sweet and so kind and so deserving of the title, even if they haven't gotten it yet. I know they will one day. And I have not experienced, we're all competitive, obviously, we all want to win, but we're so kind to each other, and I think that's truly who the Fair Queen is someone who is kind and respectful to everyone, even if she doesn't necessarily get along with them.
Yeah, I love that answer, Kel. That's so good, and I noticed y'all have a court, too, and all that kind of thing, and I think it's just great, and even the runner-up, is involved in a few things, too, so I love that, you young ladies that want to be on this, there's opportunities. Even if you don't win, I mean, there's still opportunities for you to grow. And just like you, what an amazing kind of, I won't say comeback story, but just an amazing story of determination where you said, I didn't get it the first year, but I'm going to go back and try again. And that's the inspiration for somebody why don't you give the inspiration? We always have a little inspiration on the show. I'm throwing this at you. You give the inspiration on trying a second time.
Okay, so I knew that my experience the first year, even though I didn't win the crown or even make it on court, that I was changed so much. One thing that Casey, the Queen's Committee Chair, told me was, Kelsey, I've seen you grow so much in these last 2 weeks that I know you can come back and do this next year. But even if you don't, I'm confident that you're a strong woman now. Those are 2 very stressful weeks, hectic weeks, busy weeks. On top of all of those events that I mentioned were after school. So we still have to go to school, do a full day of schoolwork, go home with homework, and be at all of those Fair Queen events. So it is very stressful, but it's so worth it. Even if you're not going to run for Fair Queen, do something hard and keep trying at it. If you say you're going to do something, follow through with it and keep that determination. And one thing they always say at my school, starting in the 3rd quarter, is finish strong, because sometimes it's easy to start falling off at the end, but just finish strong.
Wow, you made my whole month. I don't have to say any more inspiration, Josie. We're done.
That was awesome.
Yeah, finish strong, keep after it, and be determined. That's what you do. Well, so wonderful. We appreciate you so much, Kelsey. You're a friend of this program now, and you are more than welcome to come back on anytime. And if you guys have other things that you're trying to do and support, you come back and let us know, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, there she is, Kelsey Johnson. Don't get mad at her for being out of school today, but you got to get back. You got to go back to school now, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
What's on the docket for today at school at AOA?
So I'm currently writing, if y'all didn't know, AOA seniors do a thesis and an oral defense.
Wow.
So I'm currently writing my thesis topic, which is crazy to say because I always thought that I would never reach that day, but here I am.
I'm 41, and I'm just now learning what a thesis is, so you're doing a great job. All right, well, there she is, Kelsey Johnson. Support this young lady. And also make sure that you support our great Walker County Fair Association. They work so hard. You know, I grew up in Georgetown, and that was a big part of our culture. And unfortunately, after 75 years, that rodeo is no more. And so we want to preserve that culture here in Huntsville. Agriculture business is a huge industry here in Walker County, and it means a lot to this community. So please, if there's any initiatives that ever support the Walker County Fair Association, always stand up for those initiatives, and let's make sure that we keep that Fair Association going strong. Those folks do such a great job, and you can see the fruit of it right here with young ladies such as Kelsey Johnson. Thank you, Kelsey.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to take another break today, brought to you by Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Our keyword, what's the keyword, Kelsey?
Chili.
Chili. Text in chili along with your name on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line. Hey, your chance to win a beautiful etched glass cross, and all you got to do is text in your name, the word chili, C-H-I-L-I, to 936-339-0139. Again, we'll take a brief break. We'll be back in a moment. Guess what it is? Coming up, it's Rick's Top 10 list, but it's brought to you by Josie because Rick's not here today. We'll be back in a moment. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville. Stay with us.
Huntsville Executive Office Suites. Elevate your business image with prestigious move-in ready suites ranging from 150 to 3,000 square feet. Enjoy conference and training rooms, furnished and unfurnished options, custom build-outs, phone service, and a welcoming lobby. Coffee bar and dining area included for tenants. Benefit from 24/7 secure access and flexible lease terms. Located on Lake Road. Move-in begins in January. Contact Raven Property Management at 936-225-4378.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
This is Deneen with Guardian Defense, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit
94.3. All right, check it out. It's nothing like a Wednesday. You know he's not here for a second consecutive. I'm going to do a real fake radio announcer voice. For a second consecutive week, there's nothing that beats Josie Showers right here, right now. Coming through your speakers for the Rick's Top 10. What is it the national day of today? What do we have today, Josie? It's the National
Day of bubble wrap?
Day of bubble wrap. Day. It sounds like a haunting movie. Day of bubble wrap. It is the day of bubble wrap. Today is National Bubble Wrap Day. What do you have for us today? I think it's 10 ways to celebrate it or something?
Yes, 10 ways to celebrate Bubble Wrap Day.
All right, here we go. I'm not even going to say anything. I don't know how corny these are. They're probably terrible.
Bubble Wrap Wake-Up Call. Replace your family's mattresses with bubble wrap overnight. The first morning pop marks the start of a popping day. Pop Star Competition. Host a talent show where participants perform dramatic readings of famous speeches, but they must pop bubble wrap with every punctuation mark.
Some people pop when they talk. I like that one.
Bubble Wrap Beard Contest. Who needs facial hair when you can fashion a beard out of bubble wrap? The crunchiest beard wins the year's supply of more bubble wrap. Bubble Wrap Hot Couture. Create the season's Hot Couture.
What is that?
It's spelled like that. I think that's just like
H-A-U-T, Hot Couture. Oh, it's like
yes,
a fashion.
Fancy.
Hot Couture.
Create the season's latest fashion trend with bubble wrap outfits. Strut down the driveway and watch your neighbors' confused faces.
Just make sure you're wearing something under that, please.
Invisible bubble wrap wall. Stretch bubble wrap across your doorway and invite friends over. Film their reactions as they walk into the invisible wall.
Okay.
Pop-a-palooza. Sync your bubble wrap pops with the beat of Bohemian Rhapsody. It's like Queen, but more snap, crackle, and pop. Bubble wrap horror movie night. Replace all the sound effects in horror movies with bubble wrap pops. Monsters aren't so scary when they sound like they're stepping on bubble wrap.
I like that one. That's my favorite so far.
Bubble wrap diet.
Oh, gosh.
Announce you're on a new diet that involves eating foods that can be wrapped in bubble wrap. Sushi rolls, yes. Bubble wrap rolls, even better.
You may get sick from that one.
Ultimate bubble wrap challenge. Fill a room floor to ceiling with bubble wrap. The first one to escape without popping any wins. Spoiler, no one wins.
Yeah, nobody would win that, especially me at 250. Things would all bust.
Bubble wrap time capsule. Bury a giant roll of bubble wrap in a capsule with note, future humans, please pop responsibly. It's the gift that keeps on giving. That's pretty cool, too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the end.
All right, that was the number one. I like the last one.
Me too.
There you go. That's how you celebrate National Bubble Wrap Day. Rick's Top 10, Wednesdays on Good Morning Huntsville. We'll take a break. We'll call our winner. We'll be back in a moment. Final opportunity. Text in that keyword Chile, along with your name. 0 Degree Creations phone and text line. 936-339-0139. Beautiful mirror etched cross with the Lord's Prayer. We all need it. We'll do it when we come back. Stay with us. Good Morning Huntsville. We'll wrap it up here in just a few moments, friends.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Imagine a professional office space that elevates your business image without the corporate price tag. Huntsville Executive Office Suites are coming soon to Lake Road. Enjoy high-speed internet, a fully equipped kitchen, and 24/7 secure access. Take advantage of our live answering service, advertising on our outdoor video sign, and a convenient location just a quarter mile from SHSU. Lease terms start at 6 months. Call Raven Property Management at 936-225-4378. Huntsville Executive Office Suites. Grow your business without outgrowing your budget.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life.
That was a little too aggressive. We had to take it down a notch. You know, it's a little too much, isn't it, Josie?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I need to chill out. You got to go to work.
Yeah.
Y'all are busy.
Yes, I've been over at Children's House.
Really?
Yes, and I really, the walls are a lot like this, but it's like they peeled the paint off of the walls when they first bought that building, and it uncovered just beautiful hardwood.
Just leave that.
That's what the whole school, that's what it all is, and so I love working in that office.
Oh,
it
yeah.
feels so nice.
Let's head over to Zero Degree Creations phone text line. We've got a winner today.
Hello. Hello, is this Deborah? This is Deborah. Congratulations, you've won today. How do you feel? Great. Awesome. Hello, is this Deborah? This is Deborah. Congratulations, you've won today. How do you feel?
Are you
Awesome.
Are you talking to yourself? Hey, are you talking to yourself?
Apparently. Why are you talking to yourself? Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is the joy of this is so weird. I've never had someone that like kind of talks to themselves when they've won. Deborah, you're the
carries on their own conversation the whole time.
Yeah, you're the winner today.
Yeah.
You know, I know it's great. So, hold on real quick because I know you're trying to say something else. Deborah, how do you feel? Huh?
I really am excited. I just don't know what to say.
Oh, okay. All right.
See, you don't need me for this. It was actually supposed to be Lydia, but she panicked when I told her she would have to answer the phone.
Oh, no. Really? She did? Okay.
Yeah, it was her name on the thing, and she really wanted the sign, so.
That's really weird.
Like, no, now she's going to have to fight me for it. So I'm lying. I'm trying to make my child look bad.
Oh, this is great. I never in a million. Do you realize I just paid like $5.80 to renew my subscription to be able to do that just for you?
Just because mine really does sound so close to my voice.
Yeah.
Nobody else's really does.
Oh, my goodness. I've never, ever, ever cloned a voice that sounds as genuine as yours, Deborah. So, congratulations. You've got a beautiful Deborah Wine, our winner today. Faithful listener of this program, very faithful listener. Yeah, so tell us real quick, what have you enjoyed most about listening to us in the mornings, Deborah?
I like all of the information that's going on in town, and y'all are just funny.
Yeah. Well,
very entertaining first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Okay, well, I appreciate it. I know there's something else you want to say. Hold on. What was that?
And I learned that it was bubble wrap day.
Paid. Sometimes, though, Rob is loser and boring.
That's mean. That is so mean. What is?
I'm going to keep listening, but I really want to get paid. Sometimes, though, Rob is loser and boring.
That's so rude.
How else would I know it was bubble wrap day?
Yeah.
True.
All right. Well, congratulations, Deborah. Thanks for letting us joke around. That was great. This has been the best phone conversation that I've ever had in my entire life.
Me too. It's the weirdest.
Mine too.
Yeah. All right, Deborah. Congratulations. You are the winner.
Thank you.
And we just wanted to say, hey, there's one more thing that I think you were wanting to say.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I think there was something else. I just can't believe that you were, you're very humble, but.
I am the champion of the world. I am the greatest.
Okay. All right. We'll see you, Deborah. Congratulations. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
I am the champion of the world. I am the greatest.
That is pretty cool.
I literally paid $5 to reactivate that. Deborah, thank you. She's the winner today. Beautiful. By the way, what'd she win? We got to give credit to our friends, the Valleys and Scott Valley Pop Pop's Wood Shop. What was it she won?
This beautiful etched glass cross with the Lord's Prayer.
There it is. All right. Well, hey, a fun morning.
Yes.
Yeah. Yesterday I was by myself. No one watched. It's good you're back today, Josie, so thanks for hanging out. Rick and Kay will be back with us next week. One final plug for Tomorrow's Promise. Let us know kind of what you guys do and what's going on at Tomorrow's Promise, Josie.
We have 3 Montessori childcare locations here in Huntsville, Texas. We serve 6 weeks to 12 years old. And we're also the local partner of the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, providing free books to families with children between birth and age 5. And we would love to have your support if you are interested in running or walking a color run. We have one coming up in May, as well as some other fun events. But please visit us at tomorrowspromise.info and unleashyouриmagination.org.
There you go, unleashyourimagination.org. And you definitely want to be a part of this great organization. It is Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. By the way, they operate as a nonprofit. So
yes.
Good stuff. All right, Josie. Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks. It was a really fun day. I appreciate you being here.
Me.
So nice to have Kelsey on and learn more about her.
Yes, that was awesome.
Also, really enjoyed Deborah today. So
yes.
Congratulations to her, to Deborah Wine, the winner of this beautiful cross. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Hey, guests tomorrow too. Who is it? Well, let me look real quick. We have somebody on tomorrow. I know we do. My short-term memory and all my memory shot. It's Zachary Walker joining us from Care Center Huntsville. He's going to be giving us some updates on their ministry and the great things that they do at Care Center Huntsville. He runs the men's ministry.
Oh, okay. I've met him. Mm-hmm. He's a great
So I think it's so cool. That organization, helps women during pregnancy and gives them resources that they need to just to know what it's going to be like, and they're a faith-based organization. And so many times in these organizations, you forget about the men.
Yes.
The men are going through it too.
Yes.
Although, albeit not as much as the mama.
Mm-hmm.
But the men obviously are a big part of this too. And they have an incredible men's ministry. And so Zachary Walker is over that men's ministry at the Care Center. He helps men learn what it's going to be like to be a dad and also to help their significant others through that pregnancy. And
that is
it's really cool. So he's going to be on tomorrow talking a little bit about what they are doing as the men's director at Care Center Huntsville. So he's going to be talking about some new services. So we'll have him on tomorrow. 7:30, we'll be here with Jason Bay of First Baptist, and that'll wrap it up today. Friends, I want to remind you, please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you, and I'm left off the beginning of that. We're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. Josie Stowers with us today. We appreciate her. More information online, Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools at tomorrowspromise.info. Until tomorrow morning at 7:30, good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll see you next time. See you, Josie.
Bye.